What is up, my crypto legends? How's everyone doing? My crypto legends, let's dive in here straight into Bitcoin. Let's take a look at some altcoins also looking pretty good for Chiliz, getting that major resistance just around about that 23 cents level. We're going to analyze the situation for your cryptos also and get ready for some potential setups. This is what we want to take a look at, some potential setups that can be in our favor to make some gains, guys. So make sure to destroy that like button here on your way in here on the live stream. Smash, 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 guys, the like button, because a lot of people forget to destroy the like button, and I always need to say it because every time I say it, the like button does go up. So thank you, guys. Let me quickly go through the comment section. We can take a look at Bitcoin, what is going on. We did see the swing failure pattern playing out quite okay. We did have a pump. There was a little bit of volatility. As you can see, we're going to talk about this scenario, talk about the take profit range, okay, that we talked on yesterday's live stream being the lower high from this trend line, okay. So a take profit range would have been round about this range just while we were touching this trend line from the swing failure, okay, mentioned on yesterday's live stream. At the end of the live stream yesterday, we're going to talk about this scenario. I did actually long this and took some profits over here, protected my position, almost got stopped out. I am still in this long position here on Bitcoin from that swing failure pattern. Protected the position, just about getting almost getting stopped out, but already taking profit and protecting position, of course. We're going to go through this scenario. We're going to take a look at Chiliz. How is Chiliz doing, guys? Chiliz is right now inside of this correction. This is another scenario that we talked about yesterday. Chiliz was very likely going to get rejected here at the 22.2 and 22.7 range. We wicked up all the way to the 23.1, but it's finally getting the rejection. It is breaking out from this higher low support trend line, as you can see here on the chart. I did manage to short this, guys. Let me know if anyone shorted this. Not because of my, of course, analysis, just because it did, you know, it looked like it was common sense to short this range on Chiliz, just slightly below 23 cents. It was looking at the 15-minute or the 1 hourly chart because of price action and volume. We can analyze Chiliz also and analyze why this was very likely a good shorting opportunity. So let me just go quickly through the comment section right away. Hype. Barungs, how are you doing? Russell, let's go. Hi, Daddy, says Alif. XRP, how are you doing? Joseph, Racing Pixel. Joseph, Racing Pixel, thank you, moderators, for joining the live stream. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let's stream cancelled. No, absolutely not. Love from India, says Almen. Love from Spain. Hello, Zed Pro. K Talist, Dennis, how are you doing? I hope everyone is doing fantastic. I've got my mods here, Racing Pixel and Joseph. Thank you, my man, for giving insane support, Joseph and Racing Pixel. Let's go, says Russell. Good morning, Rip2. Ronald, Salvatore, hello, Salvatore. Harris, Tony. Hi from Georgia, USA here, says Tony. Absolutely phenomenal. Chris, how are you doing? Hey, Andy and Legends, how is everyone? Doing absolutely phenomenal. FCK Gold. Hola, Andy. Great work. Thank you very much. Let's analyze the situation here. Take a look at high probability scenarios. And Andy, are we addicted to crypto? I am extremely addicted to crypto. Extremely addicted to the charts. It's my passion, and another passion is YouTube, of course, showing you what I can see, showing you what I do, sometimes right, sometimes wrong, but it's, everyday thing. When you have passion on something, you do it every day. So let's crack on here with the live stream. 40,000%, some of those folks will be receiving. We can expect a dump. Buenos días, Andy. Sigo tu canal desde Mexico, esperando el mejor TA que hay, says Edgar. Technical analysis. We've got someone from Mexico. Andy, please check Hex. Need an entry point, says Dixon. I'm not sure where you can trade Hex, but I don't think you can trade it on Bybit. Anyway, let's go. Pac-Man, how are you doing? Bang bang strategy is working. I'm not sure the bang bang strategy is working. We're going to go through some scenarios here on those, couple of trades that we did talk about yesterday. Hello from Poland, says CHV85. Please look at BNB. I got BNB here because BNB is at a just about to break structure here, and it's going to be looking pretty good if we start breaking this $275. We got a beautiful range here, okay, of support and resistance that we can take advantage, okay. If we break this solidly, it's going to be looking very good here for some potential scenarios. I'm going to talk about BNB, some major big levels, all right, being respected very much. I mean, look at this resistance. This has been absolutely beautiful. Look at this, a big resistance. We have zones here. Look at the VPVR. We've got major resistance right there. Okay, managed to break down, bounced at the support, coming back up, retesting resistance, coming back down to support. We got level to level trading here, guys, and there are big major levels beneath us. If this doesn't manage to hold the $275 for BNB, but I'm just going through the comment section. Still want to go through the comment section. Hello from Nigeria, Free Crypto Precious. How are you doing? Good job, Andy, says Dirisu. Phenomenal. Please look at BNB. I am long at 285. You're long on BNB. We're just about to break uptrend structure. It's still in an uptrend structure. As long as this holds the $275, we could be creating a double bottom. That is an option, but I don't want to speculate on a double bottom. Where I would have traded this major long position at 275 just a few days ago on the 19th, as you do have higher low support trend line, and would have taken profits at the resistance level to level, guys. Right now we are retesting this range for the second time since the drop, so it's a risky long. Highest probability long is the first bounce from the breakdown, not the second one, because you do not know if you're going to create a double bottom or you're going to break it. First bounce is the high probability trade. The easiest analysis to understand: pump with big volume, retrace with low volume, and enter. It is the easiest way of understanding the movements on the chart and where there could be a high probability trade. Volume is money. Volume is telling you where the pressure is going. You can have a bunch of indicators on the chart. Money is where the price is going to go. If you are selling, price will go down. You can see that with volume. If you're buying, you can see it with volume. You can see the amount of volume. If it's big, then the pressure goes up. Mt. Gox is not going to send all 140k at once, says Bogo Fan. Very true. Very possible and very true. Will you long BTC at any point? I am in a long position at this moment. Did take some profits, and almost got stopped out. Still there, holding the range, just at break even, because this is a long position that we mentioned on yesterday's live stream. Now I'm going to go through the super chats right away first. 1 second, but first of all, I want to go through Bitcoin and Chiliz, okay? Because these were the two scenarios that we talked about yesterday on the live stream. That potential swing failure pattern on Bitcoin, that we talked about major resistance levels. This is why we're having this big choppy action right there. So if you were to long this swing failure pattern, of course, on this nice retracement, I did enter really low on the next candlestick, okay? Very low, around about there, 19,850 approximately here. 19,850, because I did enter on this retracement. Why? Because this is showing you weakness. This is already a kind of a failed breakout. We talked about this yesterday. Even though the second one tries and breaks down, or the third one, you are likely to hold this low over here. So if you enter on the next leg down with your stop loss, tight stop loss, Very, very small stop loss, but this is a 2-to-1 trade. You want to look for 3-to-1 or 4-to-1, even better, right? Risk to reward. This was a little bit of a risky one, but anyway, it was good enough because on yesterday's live stream, and I'll go through the super chat just 1 second, guys. Thank you. I got my mods here telling me about the super chat. I can see Chris and Tahonaz. I will be taking a look at the super chat right away, but let me just take a look at Bitcoin here and showing you, the major levels about why was this a good trade, where we do have the lower high trend lines. We talked about a trade scenario here looking at the 15-minute chart. Okay, very, very nice. Talking about volume and price action, right? Volume, high volume is showing you where the pressure is going. Bang, bang, big volume. You retrace with the low volume to the big volume point, and then you come back down to retest the lows. Where was the other opportunity? Swing failure. We were talking about this yesterday. A lot of fear at this level, but this is probably one of the best levels for a potential day trade if you're looking at the 1 hourly chart, or a small swing trade for a swing failure, right? For a long position. When there's maximum fear, when you are really not successfully breaking down. And of course, it doesn't mean that you are going to have a massive big reversal point. No, this swing failure pattern, if there's no bullish momentum and you don't break resistance levels, which is your take profit area, then you are going to roll down. This is probably what is, a lot of people do not understand. Okay, you said you were doing this, you said you were long, you said you were short. I mean, market is very, very volatile. This is why it's so important to protect position. I am protected from this long. I took profits already. I do not trust, the bulls at this moment. I don't see any pressure. I don't see any spikes in volume. So, like I said, a big level of resistance was the lower highs here from this trend line, right? We've got lower highs right there. So if you're longing from this swing failure, this is confirming this candlestick when we were just finishing the live stream yesterday, was confirming that, this is a failed breakout. This is a failed breakout on the 1 hourly chart, meaning that you are likely to see exhaustion. You are likely to have a small recovery, a small reversal, very, very small. This is looking at the 1 hourly time frame. Where are you going to get that recovery? Where are the big resistance levels? Well, it's just as simple as taking a look at big volume, lower high resistance trend line. So you got this lower high resistance trend line. Bang, bang, bang. Very much respected. Very much respected. This is a failed breakout, but this is a take profit zone. This candle right over here, I did add an automatic take profit area at the $2,150. It was triggered. So, just about did take that profit because I was looking for the resistance trend line around this level, okay, to be touched, but it took longer than expected. Stop loss, of course, below the wick. So what happened? You did have that wick here to the upside and managed to take that profit. Now, of course, like I said, swing failure, you want to get into the lowest point, right? Because maybe a lot of people want to enter here or enter here. So you're entering a little bit high. So if you do have that volatility to the downside, this is already kind of confirming that this is a failed breakdown. So, another way to find take profit area is resistance. You want to take, if you're long in support or a swing failure, you might think, I want to long all the way up to 22K or 23K, or all depending if it's, if it's a day trade or a swing trade. This is only level to level. If I'm longing at this range, looking at the 1 hourly or 15-minute, I am looking to take profits quick in that day or next day. It might be a small swing trade, but it's a day trade. So another way to find out resistance zones, you can see it right here. This is the 1 hourly chart. So if I'm long in here, this downtrend, if I'm long in the swing failure, right, which is a risky trade with this aggressive downtrend, you have the swing failure right there. If you are longing at the lowest point possible, okay, this wick to the downside, or even this one was a little bit risky. If you were long in this range, you want to take profit at resistance. Look at this 1 hourly candle. There's no volume here for hours and hours and hours. Which is the largest volume? It's this one. It's this one right over here. This was yesterday. Where is this volume candle? Where's this spike? It's right over here. You got kind of a hammer candlestick. So the 1 hourly close is a big level of resistance. You can see you just touched that level came straight back down. So that is a big level of resistance. That is a level where you want to take profit. You're longing the kind of swing failure support level. You're taking profits at resistance. This is a big zone of volume. Look at this. Big volume, bang, bang. You know, it's not going to be easy for the price to get up, at least on the first attempt. You are likely to get rejected on the first attempt. So what happened? Of course, on the first attempt, hitting this range with large volume, okay, was rejected. It was rejected right there. That's the take profit zone. If you're long in this area, you want to take profit here. You just want to take profit. Don't expect the price to go up. It might do, but if you're doing level to level, that's where you want to take profit. Level to level, support resistance, level to level. Yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about on Bitcoin in the short term. We can take a look at some other opportunities right away. It is possible that we are going to still continue a potential reversal after the swing failure. Maybe we're going to break down, maybe we're going to break up. It doesn't matter. Let's take a look at levels where we can see some opportunities. Let me dive into Chiliz right away, and then I'll go through the comment section, guys. I just want to, I know you want me to take a look at your altcoins, but we need to take a look at Bitcoin on what's happened, and why are these take profit areas? Why is this a long opportunity? Because it's a failed breakdown. The price action is going to bounce very likely. This is so important to explain. I need to explain this to you guys. This is really important. Chiliz, same thing. Yesterday we were talking about this zone being a big resistance level, the 22.2, 22.7. I'm just in that short on 22.64, right? Hitting that, this zone. As you can see, I'm in that short position right there on Chiliz. We talked about this, why this area was a good short. I can go straight away here on the chart to explain why this was actually a good short. If we take a look at the 1 hourly, or we can take a look at even at the 15-minute chart on Chiliz, talking about the volume right there, hitting a major resistance zone. We are in a downtrend. Okay, we are breaking big support levels. This zone is not going to be easy to break up. There was a little bit of volatility. It was a little bit scary. It did look like we could have gone up, but it was a major level of resistance, just slightly below 23 cents. We started to get resistance right there. I was already in a short. I added slightly here into this short right there, and got into an average here of the 22.6, waiting for that correction, because you are starting to break big structure. You are the volume to the downside is larger. We are hitting here also a big, look at this candle right there. This candle on the 15-minute, big volume. This is an aggressive volume candle. Guess where the price action hit? Let me just turn this green 1 second so you can actually see it. This is super important. Big volume candles is just a big massive wall of money basically, right? Look at the 15-minute chart, the 15-minute candle here from the 25th of August. Big solid candle. The low part is always going to be very, you are going to get some kind of resistance always on a big volume candle. Regardless, it's the back of the candle or the front of it. This is what happened just a few hours ago. Right there. Getting rejected from the highest volume candle from the 25th of August. You cannot make this up. This is a huge resistance level. You are likely that if you are approaching it with low volume, just a little bit of spikes here, this is not much volume here, you are likely to get that rejection range here from this level. And it's a range. This is why we talked about yesterday, 22.2, 22.7 cents, right on this range. You could have that scary volatility. It might look like you're going to break up, but it's big resistance level. So what happened? Finally got rejected. I did decide to enter that short position here at an average price of 22.6 cents. So I do expect, where is the take profit range? Well, I've already taken some profits, and I'm going to explain why. Already taken some profits, just a tiny little bit, and protected position. Why? Because we were hitting support at this moment, right? We were hitting a higher low support level, being respected here in between yesterday and today. higher low, higher low, higher low. We were just there. It looks like it's going to get broken right now, and this is going to be brilliant. You know, we have a pretty nice movement to the downside on Chiliz. A lot of people were asking on yesterday's live stream, Chiliz, short, yes or no. We were talking about, you know, higher, slightly higher was possible, a little bit of more volatility to the upside, but looking for that big rejection, not managing to get above, you know, the 23-cent level successfully, because we have that big volume candle also here from the drop. It was for me, it was a must. Let me go through the comment section right away and analyze some cryptocurrencies. Short Chiliz at 20. We got Chris here saying short Chiliz at 22.6, but got stopped out with the pump to 20.233. Can you explain your stop loss for the trade? And Bitcoin Cash looks like good for long. Okay, let's basically this was for this one, explaining the stop loss. Okay, you got stopped out. You know, we talk about tight stop losses a lot of the times, right? We're looking for tight stop losses. We talked about in between 22 cent and 22.2 and 22.6 range. There is a little bit of volatility. This is the thing with these altcoins, but the big support level, you know, is exactly right there. So the ideal stop here would have been a little bit too much. I mean, mine was at 23.8. What I did was adding to my position because I had 0.25% short, right? I wanted to add more. So if we were going to go higher, I was planning to add, you know, up to 1.5% easily of my capital. So when you're hitting a major resistance, this is what we talked about yesterday. You know, this is how I kind of approach to trade 1 to 2%. Just in case we missed the trade, this was actually in some slightly good profits, but like you know, so I don't miss the trade. I enter at a resistance level with 0.25%, right? And if we do go to higher levels, I do know that we do have big resistance, and I'm willing to add a little bit more, such as, you know, 0.5 or 1%. So that is why my average price went up. Where would have been the ideal stop loss? I mean, this is the thing. The stop loss, in my personal opinion, in the case of Chiliz, would have been all the way here at the 23.8 cent, 23.9. This big candlestick, because you could get that volatility just at that level. It's a little bit too high, but you are, you know, the end goal here for Chiliz is to come back down to this low 20-cent level. So at the end of the day, you know, the risk to reward is still bigger, right? The risk to reward is still bigger. It's already made 1.5% of the move, 1.5x of what you're risking, right? It's already down there. So you are looking for that 3 to 1 approximately. It's about a 3 to 1 trade. I expect this higher low level to be broken, right? It's kind of an ascending channel, ascending wedge kind of scenario, expecting it to break and retest the lows. This is what is likely to happen. Of course, right now, when you're at support, it is a good level to take some profit, and it's a good level to protect position. Because if the price does get a bounce here on Chiliz and tests the highs and stops you out, it could have a bigger movement to the upside. It wouldn't make sense to have your stop loss still here at 23.8. Now, why is the stop loss at 23.8? Because this is the back of this big major red candle. This is money, right? This is selling pressure. It's likely that these guys over here with this kind of volume are not going to let these guys that are buying get above the lows here from the volume candle. So the back level is like your protection range. It's a little bit too far, but that would be the ideal scenario, just in case you do get this a little bit of volatility. And you are aiming patiently to wait for Chiliz to finally break down and test the lows. So your risk to reward makes sense, right? You're risking this to gain this movement. I hope that helped out Chris on that explanation. Let's take a look. 400 people watching. It's just a chill out Sunday, guys. Make sure to destroy this like button. Let's try and get to 200 likes here on the live stream. Smash, 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 guys. Need to remember the people to smash the like button. Right, Tahonas, let's please take a look at Engine. Thanks for the super chat. Let's take a look at Engine. What is my leverage? Well, in the case of Bitcoin, leverage is 40x. In the case of Chiliz, 10x. I'm using a 10x on 40x on Bitcoin. Almost got stopped out here at break even again. 40x. And on Chiliz, it's a 10x. It's 13x, sorry. 13x here for Chiliz. It's enough because altcoins do have a little bit, for me, it's a lot of volatile. 20x on an altcoin with the volatility that it has, and to have a good risk management and ideal stop losses, 13x is more than enough. So yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at some Engine here right away. Where can I long Uni, says Dixon. Uni, is that Uniswap? Uniswap can be traded on Bybit. Uniswap can be traded, or Unify or Uniswap, depending on what you want to trade. Remember, you do have an insane bonus down below if you want to trade Uniswap on Bybit. You do get up to $4,450 worth of bonus that can be claimed at the rewards hub, okay, if you wish. Down below, you just need to sign up. It takes less than 2 minutes on Bybit. On the rewards hub, you do have those tabs with different bonuses. You need to follow the steps to claim it. 40x, I got someone. Let me just get Engine here ready, because someone here, Tahonaz said, can you take a look at Engine? Absolutely. Let's take a look at Engine right away. Why not? Let's take a look at Engine on the chart. I'll take a look at Engine, but let me just go quickly through the comment section right away. Engine was pretty good. It had a pretty nice kind of descending wedge that managed to get all the way here to the high of the wedge, which was the resistance zone. Made some pretty nice movements here. Let me just go quickly through the comment section. And yeah, I got Scotty. Thanks for joining the live stream. I can see Mark Dirch is here also. Mark Dirch, Scotty, Racing Pixel, Joseph, big moderators. Thank you very much. Andy, have you tried trading gold? Yes, I haven't traded much. I've traded gold on PrimeXBT maybe twice or 3 times this year. Not much. The one that I have been trading is natural gas, oil, and S&P 500, which was... I did get stopped out a couple of times on S&P 500. I gotta say, I've been saying this because I was actually looking for shorts, but the price action was not topping out, and then it finally corrected. But it were the very tight stop losses. But gold, yeah, I'm not too much into gold. I just don't want to trade. I don't want to take a look at too many charts because it's just too much information. Just buy Bitcoin, a couple of altcoins, and that is plenty just to be profitable, right? Because doing analysis on 20 different assets is just too much. It's too much. You only need 1 or 2 markets to make some gains, and focus on those 2 markets, or 1 market even. But it's fun. I like to analyze different things. This is why I'm here, right? To also take a look at different charts. What else? Let's go through. I got Dixon here. 40x, isn't that a bit too much, says Dixon. No, if you are looking for day trades or scalping and you're looking level to level, it's not too much. So this is why I probably got stopped out on Bitcoin, just about to get stopped out at break even, just got stopped out right now. Got that price action to the downside. But this is why, I took 50% of profits here at this level. Why is 40x in a scalp position or day trade not a lot? You can even trade 60 or 70x. If your stop loss is, if you are looking to enter this swing failure pattern, right, that we talked about on Bitcoin, if you are looking to enter right there at this low level, you're gonna have you want your stop loss below the wick. Okay, give it a little bit of a breather right there. Give it a little bit of a breather. Let's see how we react at this fall. We might create another swing failure. Let's just see what happens in the next coming hours. But if you're using a 40x, your liquidation price, if you enter at 19,850, maybe your liquidation price is all the way down at it might be a couple of $100. But your stop loss, you want it here, you want it tight, and you're looking for a small range, right? You're looking for a small pump. You know, this is resistance level. This was my take profit range, the lower high of the trend line for you know, in the next coming hours. You know, I was just waiting for a few hours. It was a day trade, so this is why, you know, in a small movement to the upside. So if you're entering, okay, just a quick explanation. It's a little bit high for swing trades. If you're using a 40x for a swing trade, in my personal opinion, in a range, it's a little bit of too much leverage. But if I am longing this level at 19,850, and I'm looking to take profit at round about, you know, 20,100, 20,150 range, okay, because there's large resistance with volume, lower high trend line. You've got big volume zone here looking at the 1 hourly, like I showed you just you know, about 10-15 minutes ago. It's a 1% move. It's a 1.3% move, you know, to my take profit range approximately. So if I'm using a 5x leverage, you know, it's only a 5% profit. If I'm risking $1,000, for example, you know, you're just going to make on a 5x on a 1% move, that is, you know, a $50 profit. But if you are going to use a little bit of more leverage, say you're using 40x, you're making a 40% of your return to investment, right? Of course, you want tight stop losses. It's not 100% of your stop loss isn't. If you're using 40x leverage and your liquidation price is down here, for example, you know, just a few $100s down there, your stop loss is not 100% of your what you're risking. When I say I'm risking 2% of my capital, my stop loss is probably going to get me 0.5% of my capital, right? Because my liquidation would be the 2%, but my stop loss will be about, you know, 0.5 or 0.75%. So this is why it doesn't mean that if you're risking 2% of your capital, for example, you're going to get stopped out at 2%. No. Your liquidation is at 2% of what you're risking. Stop loss is right there. You know, it's a smaller. Usually, your stop loss is always, you know, in front of your liquidation. So, in small ranges, a 40x is fine. If you're looking for day trades, 40x is pretty reasonable. For swing trading, is quite a lot in my personal opinion. So like I said, if you're using a 40x leverage and you're pumping 1%, you're making a 40% return. If you're risking $1,000, you know, you're making $400 because of your 40x leverage. Your stop loss is not going to be $1,000. Your liquidation is $1,000. Well, your stop loss should be around about, you know, in this case, which is a 2-to-1 risk to reward, you want a $200 risk, right? If you're aiming to gain $400, you want to risk $200 or $250, you know, small day trade right there. I hope that made sense with the leverage. Let's analyze Engine. Let's go straight through Engine right away. See what's going on with Engine cryptocurrency. I got someone here give me a super chat on Engine. Let's take a look at Engine. I think Chiliz is just about to have a major fall, and Bitcoin also. And let's see if we manage to break down here with Bitcoin, because this is going to be pretty good. If we do manage to break down here nicely, a lot of the altcoins will follow. So let's analyze Engine. What's going on with Engine? Let's go to the daily chart. Engine Coin. Let's take a look at Engine Coin here. Zoom in. Getting beautiful resistance at this major level, the 75 cent range. 75 cent range was big resistance. Now you can see here right now that we created the descending wedge just a few weeks ago. Let's zoom in. not big major levels. I think the lows will be retested. So let's just go to the 4-hourly chart and zoom in, and I can show you right away on Engine how it is very, very likely to retest. We can get this descending wedge out of the way. This is a kind of inverted head and shoulder and a descending wedge also, right? You got left shoulder, head, right shoulder, descending neckline. If you get the head to the neckline from the breakout, that was a perfect kind of test here to the highs of the target, as you can see. So we can get this descending wedge. That has already happened out of the way. Let's take it out of the way. What's happening right now is obviously you broke uptrend structure. I mean, these lows will be likely tested in the next coming weeks. It might be days or weeks. What lows? The 40-cent level here, looking at Engine. Okay, so we've got the structure here to the upside has been broken on Engine. We are probably, we also broke this structure right there. So this one even better. This one was broken just a few days ago. Let's take a look at what's happened the last few days. Higher low structure, very similar to kind of what happened to Bitcoin, right? You've got higher low, higher low, higher low, holding here the support trend line, finally getting broken. It is with high probability that you are going to come down here to this 40-cent level, currently trading at 50 cents. Now, would I short this? No, I would be looking for strong resistance levels, okay? If we do get some bounces to the upside, I would be looking for big resistance zones for shorting here Engine. So let's go to the 1-hourly chart and take a look at some major levels on what has happened. Big zone that has been broken right now on Engine. We're going to get this consolidation and put a box right there from this consolidation level. What is this level? This level is exactly the 53-52 cent range. 52-53 cents. So this support level has been bounced once. We've got a few touches here looking at the 1-hourly. Okay, if I extend this box, you can see it has been a very much respected level. Got above this range, bounce, 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 break down, small touch of resistance, finally breaking, bounce there, and bounce here. This level has just been broken. Huge support level has been broken. This was just yesterday, just 26th of August, sorry, a couple of days ago. So this 53 cent level is likely to be big resistance. Let's zoom in. There's not too much volume. Well, there is some kind of volume. Right, I do think that if it does come up to this resistance zone, 40, 53, even 54 cents, you could get a large relief rally. If you start making choppy action and then get a relief rally, we want to see the choppy action at this range. What range? The 53, 54 cent level. We have big volume right there. Look at this. Big, solid volume exactly at 54 cents. This is from the 19th of August. If the price did manage to go all the way up there, okay, it's just a 3-4 cent pump. It can go straight back down as we are maybe creating a bear flag. This is also very, very possible. But I would stay a little bit cautious for any swing failures or something like that. The highest probability trade scenario would be coming to big resistance levels on Engine, 53, 54 cents. If we get Fibonacci retracement from the highs to the lows, you are looking for that 382, 50%, even better. 618 is probably not going to be reached, but this is a big zone where if the price starts making choppy action, it's getting exhausted. So you are looking for that big major correction, right, to continue this downtrend that's being created. Basically, breaking major structure. This is just going to continue down with high probability. We're looking for that 40 cent level here in the case of Engine to be tested. These are the lows of June. Let me take a look here at the comment section right away. Atom falling too. I know Joseph has been doing some pretty good trades. He's sharing them here in the moderators chat. Let's take a look at Atom. Shall we take a look at Atom? Atom is falling. Is it going to be a successful fall? Oh, this is pretty nice on Atom. We are just about to break major uptrend structure. I would not short here because you're shorting support. It's still in a pretty nice uptrend structure, creating higher lows, as you can see here on the chart. We're just there. I think it's highly probable it will fall from this level, but it could also bounce. So what would be the highest probability trade? You know, you don't know if it's going to go up or down. So how can you trade it? Well, having the breakdown, having the big breakdown, and looking for the retracement and coming down to retest the lows. When you are trading this, you basically want to get into the retracement and the test of the highs. Retracement and test of the highs. Retracement and then test to the highs, right? That is the kind of strategy you want to do. So if you break down and you retrace pretty nicely, you want to get in to come down to test the lows. Test the lows is where your big major level is. So in the case of Atom, you are likely going to get a bounce here from this $9.15, right? There's the point of control for the volume trade the last 2 months, 70 days. So yeah, you are very likely going to get that bounce from this range. It's a big level of resistance, support here. As you can see, support. The price action has struggled at this range. So if you have that aggressive fall, which I think could happen on Atom to around about that $9.15, you could get a bounce. This is a risky long, but it's very likely to get a bounce. I would prefer seeing big volume from the breakdown and low volume on the retracement here. Looking for that lower high. You got a nice spike on VPVR that could give you a little bit of guidance for that next lower high. And if you haven't tested the lows yet, you want to get in because the lows are likely to be tested. Then you can create a double bottom or a slightly higher low. But if this low range hasn't been tested, you are likely to come down to test it if you do get that solid volume breakdown. Let's take a look. Andy, massive sell-off happening after 10 minutes in BTC. I think very possible. It's very possible. Bitcoin, massive big sell-off. Oh, we're probably going to have another swing failure pattern here. You know, if this, we've actually gone below the lows. Let's wait and see what happens. If we do, we have gone below. We have gone below the lows here from yesterday. Lows is exactly 19,781. Lows here is 19,775. Oh, so lows is 19,781. Here it's 75. So we've attempted to break down. This is a liquidity grab. You know, these are all the early longers, such as me. I just got stopped out at break even, but I took over 50% of my trade all the way here above 20,100 because it was just a range trade. We explained this yesterday. If you're long in here, this is a big resistance level. You want a range trade with a little bit of leverage. It was explained on yesterday's live stream. You know, the kind of scenario that would be likely to happen. So this is just liquidity grabs, right? This is just liquidity grabs. If it fails to break down, this kind of movement is finally at some point potentially going to get a pretty strong reversal. If it keeps doing this, it will reverse because these are just liquidity grabs. Early longers with too much leverage, bang, bang, bang. And then bang, you will potentially have that movement to the upside, that bigger relief rally. Andy, are you ready? Ready for breakdown? Ready for continuation to the downside? Let's see what happens. We've still got another half an hour. I think, It could fail. We could have a little bit of a big reversal here. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. This is a kind of exhaustion right there. Wick, 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 wick till you actually get a big reversal before continuing back down in the next coming days. 250 likes coming. Good predictions, Joseph. Let's see if we can get to 250 likes. Not broken the lows on Binance. Lows haven't been retested on Binance. I'm ready for 10k, says Bago Fan. Me too. I'm ready for 10k. I will buy some Bitcoin at 10k. I want to buy at 10k. I am buying now just in case 10k doesn't happen. But it would be nice. Nah, brother, ready for the big pump, says for Sassy. Let's see. It could happen. These are signs of exhaustion, okay? These are signs of bearish exhaustion. You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see a big relief pump. Where can the pump go to? This is a good question. Let's analyze here on the chart where we do have big selling pressure and where we do have big resistance. So if we go to the 4-hourly chart, where is our biggest resistance? Closest, biggest resistance. I can tell you already, it is exactly at the 20,700, 20,800. Why? This is a massive amount of volume looking at the VPVR, okay? If we take a look at the VPVR, is where we have the big level of, you know, massive volume. A lot of volume traded at this $20,700, $20,800 range. This is why also we were getting supported when we were creating this kind of bear flag. There was some support. If the price action of Bitcoin came all the way up here to this major support level of 20,700, 20,800, I think price will get exhausted at that level, especially if we go up with low volume. Like we always say, if it goes with low volume, you know, we have big spikes in. Let me just zoom in here 1 second. Let me just zoom in, because look at, I mean, this is the thing. Reading volume, guys. Volume is one of the most powerful things on the chart. Volume, bang, low volume right there. Okay, you could have gotten a little bit of more of a relief rally. This is why I did think, you know, bigger relief rally is possible, even though there's low volume. But now, what is really nice here, that you've broken down with huge volume. If you have a bigger relief rally, yeah, this zone over here with this volume, and if we pump here with a low volume, you know what happens when you have in price, choppy price action to the upside, maybe with low volume. What is likely? You're going to get one of these bad boys coming to visit the chart, and just very likely going to get that aggressive drop again till we retest the lows. You know, trend is likely to continue down. So definitely looking for shorts if we are pumping, right? If we are pumping and hitting resistance levels with low volume, we are looking for shorts. You know, we're in an uptrend right there. Now breaking structure, we're in a downtrend. The lows of June, which is slightly below $18,000, are likely to be tested. When? I don't know. Is it going to be in 2 days? I don't know. But we trade the charts. We trade the analysis. It looks like we're having a kind of another swing failure pattern. Yeah, this has just been a retest of the lows. Big, massive pump. Not massive, but it's a, you know, reasonable pump. Let's take a look here at the comment section. I'll tell you what, I'm going to wrap it up. I think Natalie's TA analysis are correct. Yeah. CHZ pumping. No. Chiliz pumping. It's pumping a little bit, not managing to break, but this is why also it's a take profit zone. I've taken profit and protected my position. Why? Because we are at support. If I'm shorting resistance, I'm taking profit at support. So yeah, I've taken quite a bit of profit. I would have expected Chiliz to break this support level. But if it doesn't, I did not lose money. I actually made money. And yeah, that's the most important thing at the end of the day. If the analysis is not right, so your analysis is saying that you are probably going to come down here. You are taking profits here because you are at support. Of course, that is a smart decision. You are at higher lows. You are creating higher low structure here still. So if your analysis is wrong, you should have lost money. Well, no, I made money because I've got good risk management and I know how to protect positions and take profit at support levels. If you're at support level, it's a good level to take some off the table just in case you do get a big fat bounce and you retest the highs again. And even continue to the upside, if that makes any sense. It says, Fazasi says, here it is. I wouldn't look for shorts, rather more prudent to add to the longs. A pump here would be a high time frame reversal. Yeah, this is also very possible. You know, when we create this kind of price action, I mean, there's a swing failure right there happening at this moment. And especially when you have this spike in volume, I would consider, if it does have a small correction, you know, you have some signs of strength right there. Bulls defending here, this $19,000 range, okay? I mean, this below $20,000. I would consider into re-enter a long position. Why was my stop loss here at break even? Just in case this test here was going to break down. When you at this support level, you really do not have you don't have any idea if the price action is going to break down or is it going to create a double bottom swing failure pattern and reverse. Once you see it on the chart now, with some volume, there is a little bit of volume there. I mean, it's not huge, but there are some intentions there, and they are defending the level. So I would consider here, if it does have a little bit of a retracement to the 618, just like I did here, longed at the 618 from the swing failure. If it does make that, I am willing to risk a little bit of my capital and put tight stop losses just to get that potential bigger reversal. You know, it's the moment to potentially long, not short, of course. That does make sense. Andy leaving free money on the table. Is that on Chiliz? Yeah, it's there. I could just close my position because if Bitcoin does look like it's going to have a reversal, as it does look like there is some exhaustion. If Bitcoin does manage to have a successful swing failure and have a little bit of a big relief rally, you know, in the next couple of days before potentially continuing down, you know, if we are going to see some pumpy action, what is likely is going to help altcoins. It's going to help altcoins give that confidence. So you're probably going to see Chiliz, which is going to hold the higher low support. And if Bitcoin does pump, Chiliz is likely to pump and claim the highs. So would it be a good decision to close? And all of the profits from the shorts here on Chiliz? It probably is, because you can see some kind of exhaustion here on the price of Bitcoin. These are signs of a relief rally, bigger relief rally. Yeah, I meant on Uniswap. How do I send a super chat? Can Mount Gox sell off? Can push BTC to 18k? Absolutely. I mean, like a lot of people said in the comment section, a lot of people, I did read a couple of comments, it's likely that Mt. Gox is not just going to give the 140,000 Bitcoin. It's going to do like unlock slowly and consistently. That's what I think is going to happen. Can you take a look at BCH for a long, big 15-minute and 1 hourly time frame? Absolutely, Chris. Let's take a look at this. Racing Pixel, Joseph, Scotty, thanks for the insane support. Let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin pumping. If it corrects, I might enter along. Clear signs of exhaustion here. looking at the 1 hourly time frame, yeah, this is likely to get a bigger relief rally in the coming days. Let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash, BCH. Here for my man Chris. How are you doing, Chris? Always here in the comment section, giving super chats, asking questions. It does look good. It doesn't look bad. Double bottom. This is Bitcoin Cash on the 4 hourly, keeping it nice and simple. It's a pretty nice respected cryptocurrency. Bitcoin Cash, it has a couple of billion of market capitalization, if I'm not wrong. Where is it? Where's Bitcoin Cash? Oh, Bitcoin Cash dropped quite a lot to 31. It has 2.2 billion in market capitalization. It's relatively a mid-large cap, meaning that you do need quite a few millions to move the market, right? So, but it's very much respected. I really like the mid cap coins, mid to large cap for trading, because they're less volatile. They are more respected. Look at this resistance at $130 being, resistance turning into support, going here to the 50% Fibonacci, creating lower highs. This is, getting exhausted, forming this descending triangle scenario, finally breaking down. Where do you come up to retest? Here with a little bit of volatility, the support as resistance, coming back down here. Now, Chris, like you said, this is the 4 hourly time frame. Let me just take a look at where we're at right now. And it is true that we are at a big support level. Can this be a double bottom scenario? That is the question. It's a big spike on the VPVR. As you can see, large consolidation right there. Big support right there. Bounce. Big spike on the VPVR. This is the volume trade of the last, 60, 70 days. We're looking at end of May, June. Let's go to the 1 hourly. Potential long. I mean, I think you are speculating. Looking at Bitcoin can reverse. It does look like that Bitcoin can have a reversal scenario. So that is a good sign. If you are bullish or looking for longs on altcoins, you want to take a look at Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does look like short term it could have a reversal, then you can think for longs, right? Bitcoin is king. Whatever Bitcoin does, Bitcoin drops now, $3,000. Yeah, forget about altcoins long positions, because they will drop with Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin looks like it can have a reversal, then you can speculate on the longs with technical analysis. So you are here at support. The big question is, can it create a double bottom? It does look like it's getting exhausted. This is going to be a little bit of a tricky one. I do think that bounce can happen on Bitcoin Cash. Right, let's zoom in here on the 1 hourly. Not much resistance above us. Why not? Because price action has moved fast in between $115 and $130. Price action has been fast down, fast up, fast down. There's no major stops creating resistance and support, so we could get that nice big bounce from this level with the $115. Let me just quickly zoom out on the 4 hourly. We are at huge support on the VPVR, massive big spike. Let's zoom in here a little bit again. We could get that bounce. We could get the bounce. It does not look bad. It does not look bad. If you are longing, I would be looking for the lower high trend line, but if you're longing, I would have tight stop losses. Don't risk too much. It's a little bit volatile, Bitcoin Cash. It's a little bit of a hard one, but where would be my take profit zone looking at the 1 hourly? Well, I'm looking for lower high resistance trend line. it does look like it's very likely that you're managing to create a double bottom here, and you could get that pumpy action. Also, Bitcoin doesn't look that bad for a potential reversal. You could have another test down and then get the pump. It doesn't look bad. There's a pretty nice round formation right there for the short-term reversal. So yeah, Bitcoin Cash, if you are longing, I mean, it's a little bit of a 1-to-1 trade. Well, no, it's more of a 2 to 3 to 1. Definitely big resistance here, around about the $125, $128. You got big lower highs, downtrend. Yeah, stay cautious. I mean, this would be the ideal long. You're basically hitting support, broke down, and this would have been the ideal short. Long in a double bottom, you don't really know, because you could finally just break down. It's risky. You're retesting the support of 115 for the second time. The long was here. Long was right there. First touch after the breakdown. Or the short was here. First touch of a resistance. The first one. This is the second one. What would be the highest probability scenario here on Bitcoin Cash? Of course, coming down, breaking down the $115. If it breaks down $115 with large volume, you want to start longing support, point of control, or the lows here. If it retested, they could get a quick long. Or if you break down, even the highest probability scenario would be retesting this $115, right? Big support level. You can see the consolidation here 3 times. 3 times. If you break down and come up, you are likely to get that move back down and retest the lows. You are basically mirroring this scenario. Support, support, support. If we would have been trading in this range and you would have asked me, what can I trade here on Bitcoin Cash? I'm thinking, right, I do not know if we're going to break up or down, but we got a big support level right there at the $130. If we break down and come back up and retest 130, that's a good shorting opportunity to come back down to retest the lows. This is exactly what's happened right there. So what you are looking for basically is this same price action, right? This, but here. So where would you trade it? Would you trade a short on the breakdown? You just wait for it to break down, wait for it to come up, and then you want to get into that next lower high scenario, here or here, at big resistance levels. Is it a guarantee that that's going to happen? No. Is it a guarantee that we're going to come all the way up here? No. But if it does, you know that you have a high probability scenario of correcting, if that makes any sense. So, I mean, this is a risky long, okay? If you are looking for that double bottom, it is true that it is a big support. Looking at VPVR, it makes sense. You're long in support. So that is there's probability slightly on your side here. Izam, thanks for the super chat. Hi Andy, I am shorting Ethereum since 1,850. Absolutely phenomenal, and already took 50% profit. Is there any reason to close the short, or we can put my stop loss? Or where can I put my stop loss? Thanks. Obviously, if you are in pretty insane profits if you're shorting Ethereum from 1,850. Stop loss at least at break even. You cannot lose this trade if you're shorting from all the way up here. Just imagine you have a massive crazy pump action because of some tweet or whatever, or revolution, the merge is an absolute success, and people are going to are still speculating before the merge happens, and there's massive buying pressure happening suddenly. Definitely protect position from that short. You're shorting from all the way up here. Absolutely phenomenal. If you're taking 50% profits, at least at break even. Of course, as we're probably getting some pretty insane gains. I do think that lower is likely. This trade has turned into a swing trade. The $1,000 range is likely to be tested, guys, on Ethereum. These lows are likely to be tested, breaking down this structure and getting resistance at 1,700. it's likely to happen, you know, but you could get some relief, big relief pumps. Don't get me wrong. So stay cautious. But, you know, if you want to hold that range, thinking that Ethereum will probably not stop you out, I think Ethereum doesn't have a, yeah, you are pretty safe with your entry here. You could make some huge gains if you are patient for the next coming weeks, because I think it's likely that we could come down to $1,000 range on Ethereum. That is my personal opinion there on that. Izam, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very much for asking me my opinion. Good on you, man. If you are in this trade on the short, you got pretty nice profits. Protect position. Don't let it turn into a losing trade. Guys, this is going to be it for the live stream. Remember, if you want to trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, a lot of these altcoins, you got an insane bonus here on Bybit, up to $4,450 can be claimed at the rewards hub once you sign up. It takes less than 2 minutes to sign up. No KYC is required on Bybit unless you're going to start moving big amounts of volume on Bitcoin. But you can sign up in less than 2 minutes. You got some very good bonuses at the rewards hub once you sign up. Check out the Bitcoinsensus website if you do want the latest technical analysis ideas, some different news that we do post here also. You got the free website down below, so you can check it out on your free time to read some articles or technical analysis ideas. Guys, thank you very much for your insane support, smashing up the like button, safe trading, and I will see you in the next one.